Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galinda, coming to you live on this Wednesday evening. April 9, 2025. Did you get your taxes done? As it's almost tax time here, I want to welcome you to the All 60s Soul edition of the Vinyltreasure Show on this frigid day here in Westchester County, New York. 39 right now and clear. Actually, that's a little higher than it was earlier today. But anyway, I am here. I am not late. I was a half hour late last time, but ran into lots of problems. Still had problems today, really. A lot of things that they're non-show related. But anyway, we opened up with a special request for listener Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat. If I missed any of you in the chat room there, when I get back after this record, if you just come in and say hello, I will greet you. I got to scroll all the way up to see who was in the chat room. My mother's writing them down. She is downstairs in the kitchen writing them down, looking at the tablet. But that one there for Bust the Bass, that was Ray Charles from February 1961. That's on the Impulse label. Scratches and all. I have a mint copy somewhere in the No Humidity basement, but that was a song originally done back in 1952 by the Clovers called One Mint Julep. Now, after Ray's contract with Atlantic ended, he signed with ABC Paramount Records, which he felt would expand his reach beyond the R&B market and align with his growing interest in jazz and orchestra music, which that definitely is. His orchestral arrangements and jazz music that he wanted to get into. As a result, Creed Taylor, who was a producer for ABC Records, was put in charge of this new label called Impulse Records. This was the first release on the label. Now, I think he had a background in jazz or whatever. I think he was associated with Bethlehem Records, so that was the reason why this was a perfect project for him. And this was the first release on the label, and this did very well for Ray Charles. Charted number 9 on Cashbox, 8 on Billboard, and this was a big number 1 R&B hit for him from February 61, our opener, as requested by Bust the Bass. That's Ray Charles and his orchestra on the Impulse label, a scratchy copy no less, with One Mint Julep. Got lots of requests for you tonight. We're going to do a tribute to the late Lenny Welch. Very sad that we lost Lenny Welch. I don't know about Since I Fell for You. That can get me a copyright strike here, but I will talk about it as we go on. I'll decide where I'm going to add it in. But I pulled some records out for the late to pay tribute to the late Lenny Welch. But let's open it up here, the vocal portion out of Philadelphia. This group initially recording in 1965 for the Scepter label, a record I do not own, as Irma and the Fascinators. Now here's their very next release. It came out on Walter Weldon A. McDougall at a label called Priority Label. I think they're associated with the Cameo Parkway folks, I think. And it would later get picked up by Fairmount, which was a subsidiary of Cameo Parkway. I have it both ways, but this is the true first press on Priority Records. The tune written by Eddie Holman, we know him, and James Solomon. And it's a female lead here. Her name is Irma Jackson. Let's go to March of 1966. Our opener tonight on the All 60s edition is Irma and the Larks. On Priority Records, it's called Without You, Baby. Irma and the Larks.
For what good is
There you go with our opener on the 60s Soul Show there. Irma and the Larks there, March 1966, featured the first press on the Priority record label. You can also get that on Fairmount Records, song entitled Without You Baby. That features Irma Jackson on lead. And let us continue here. Let's start with the requests now. Let's fill a request for listener George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room. Now, George, I have to tell you something. And this is what makes this an unusual show. Even though we are live on Oldies and More Radio, we're live on there. We're also live on the YouTube. So I don't know. Did I neglect to say we're here till midnight? Maybe a little bit, maybe a half hour or so overtime. But it depends. If I have a big audience, I can continue because I don't think I'd ever get through all these requests. But George, I don't mind taking requests on my YouTube page. That's okay because there's a few people that do it, and you need to look and see how Busta Bass puts his requests on the YouTube page because he numbers them perfectly. I could see them easily. Charlene can see them easily. Don't do an entry for each song because I think you put in there like maybe how many, Charlene? 27 requests, I think you put it, something like that. Something like in both shows. So it's okay to put them there, but put them in one post. And you don't have to hit post, just hit enter. It brings the cursor over. I know sometimes it's difficult, especially, but if you're doing it on a phone or something, I don't know if Busta does his on the phone or not, but it might be difficult on the phone because watching this program on the phone could be difficult. I know Karen Efron had an issue getting into the chat room, but she figured it out. She is in our YouTube chat room. But anyway, that's how you do it. But this is a request for listener George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room as we head to Detroit, Michigan now for Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. This is their 23rd release on the Tamla record label. With this release, they were no longer just the Miracles. They became Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. So he gets top billing from this point on. Now, this tune written by Smokey, and it's not an A-side. The A-side of this was a tune called The Love I Saw in You Was Just a Mirage, which charted for the group nationally, number 45 on Cashbox, 20 on Billboard. The B-side did not chart nationally, but it did chart regionally. Charted number one, a big number one on WOL in Washington, D.C. So by request for George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room, let's go to February 67 for Smokey Robinson and the Miracles on the Tamla label, the sound of Motown here on the All 60s edition. It's called Come Spy With Me for George.
Danger and of mystery.
That's the sound of Smokey Robinson and the Miracles here on the 60s edition by request for George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room. That's February 67 release on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label. Come Spy With Me is the name of the tune. Johnny G, always spying. I don't like anybody spying on me, but they always are. Let us continue here. Let's say a hello to a new listener in the UK. Johnny G is always picking up listeners over in the UK, and he discovered the Vinyltreasure show. Been listening for a while, I think. Sometimes it comes up as suggestions, and I think he mentioned to me that he was looking for soul music, and that's one of my tags. So he saw the picture probably of one of my turntables and clicked it, and was surprised to find out Johnny G is here on YouTube. And I received some nice requests from you, David. Thank you, David Dallison over in the UK. And he sent me a very nice email. I will be corresponding with David. Goes way back to before the Northern Soul scene started over in the UK, so he knows lots of these great tunes that are really and still popular today, I will say. So thank you, David, for your requests and your email. And he requested this girl group trio from Los Angeles, California, which included sisters Brenda and Patrice Holloway and their friend Shirley Matthews. Previously, these gals recorded as members of the 4Js that recorded for the 4J record label. Then they had this release on Mirwood Records. They were known as the Bells, and this is their only release as the Bells. I think Shirley Matthews wrote this side, actually wrote both sides of this 45. This features Patrice Holloway on lead. Let's go to February of 1966. This one goes out to UK listener David Dallison. These are the Bells on Mirwood Records with their tune called Don't Pretend. This is for David.
You care, 'cause I can see right through everything that you do. Don't play games, don't you dare. Since I'm not a child, I don't do things that I used to. You're accustomed to playing around every girl that you know, baby. You're accustomed to having your way everywhere that you go, baby. Don't pretend to return all the love that you know I can give you, unless you think you deserve all the things that only I can give you. I need a guy that I can trust with every little inch of my heart, baby. I need a guy who will give all his love right from the start, baby. Don't pretend, don't you pretend. Don't pretend, don't you pretend. No, 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 baby. Don't pretend, 'cause you know that you don't have to ever spare my feelings. I'm a big girl, I face back.
There you go. That's going out to the UK listener, Dave. I lost my place. David Dallas in there. February 1966 release there. They're called The Bells. The Bells on the Mirrorwood record label. Don't Pretend is the name of the tune. And that one there featuring Patrice Holloway on lead. Let's flip it over here. I can do instant requests here on the Wednesday night show. And we're going to do that. And, Mark Speck, who has been listening to Johnny G for quite a while now, he does give his requests here in the chat room for the flip sides here. Mark is very astute to all these soul records here that I feature here on the program. And he is a collector of the soul music also. We welcome all soul collectors here on a Wednesday evening. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click that thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing. Let's flip over this 45 on the Mirrorwood label. I can't remember. I don't know if this sells for a lot of money, but let's flip it over here. Because I think a group member, Shirley Matthews, wrote this also. Okay, here we go. Going to do an instant request for listener Mark Speck. Let's flip over The Bells, Don't Pretend, from February 66 on Mirrorwood. You get this tune going out to Mark Speck, an instant request. It's called Words Can't Explain, The Bells.
It's real. I feel like a child in a candy shop where sweets like your love never run out. Words can't explain this feeling inside. Words can't explain this feeling inside. Baby, this feeling inside. No matter how much I describe this feeling, there's always more to say. Share goes deeper every day, just like the sun sends down its light. Our love will keep shining till the end of time. Words can't explain this feeling inside. Ooh, this feeling inside, baby, this feeling inside. Ooh, anytime I'm sad, all I have to do run straight to you. You chase away my troubles and bring me happiness. You know just what to do. You always stick by me when the going gets rough. And Webster's dictionary can't say enough. Words can't explain this feeling inside. Ooh, this feeling inside, baby, this feeling inside. You always stick by me when the going gets rough. And Webster's dictionary can't say enough. Words can't explain this feeling inside. Ooh, this feeling inside, baby, this feeling inside. Lordy, Lordy, this feeling inside, baby, this feeling inside.
Yeah, it's a great two-sided 45 there. Two dancing sides there. An instant request there for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Those are The Bells. The Bells from February 66. That's called Words Can't Explain. Came out on the Mirrorwood record label. Prior to that, you heard Don't Pretend. Johnny G never pretends here. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That's what David Dallison did. And thank you for requesting requesting that record, David, as we continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. This next singer, he hails from Columbus, Ohio. His real name is Henry Lee Sapp, but he recorded as Timmy Willis. How do you get that from that? But all right, that's the way it goes. He first recorded for the Sidra label back in 1967. Then he had a release on the Veep label. Then he did 2 for Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label. Now, Ron requested his second release, and this is a song he wrote. This is produced by George Greger. This did chart regionally. This charted number 16 on WABQ if you were listening in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to March of 1970. Touch of the 70s there, Santi. I didn't get into that oldies and more chat room yet. I will go there right now. But let's give a listen to Timmy Willis. Timmy Willis on the Jubilee label for Ron Harry. It's called Easy as Saying 1, 2, 3. This is for Ron. Yeah, touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. That one there by request, Deep Soul Sound there by Timmy Willis, going out to Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. That's a March 1970 release. His second release on the Jubilee record label, Easy as Saying 1, 2, 3. I think he had more releases. I think 72 on the Epic label, if I'm not mistaken. Been going through my 70s stuff. I don't have a lot of time to do it because on those off weeks that I'm preparing for the 78 show, I'm not doing a 78 show tomorrow. I sometimes can go down and go through like 4 or 5 boxes as I start to separate it out. But then I get called to come upstairs or have to do something or whatever. But anyway, I am here on a Wednesday evening. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Saw Edmund in our YouTube chat room. This singer, songwriter, and producer from Cartersville, Georgia. He was born Robert Louis Beavers, first recording as half of the duo of Johnny and Jackie on the Anna and Tri-Fi record labels. They have some nice releases on Anna and Tri-Fi. He then signed with Leonard Chess's Chess and Checker Empire for 2 releases. This was his second. It's a song he co-wrote. This produced by Billy Davis and Gene Barge. His name is Jackie Beavers. Jackie Beavers. This charted regionally. This was number 11 on WKFR in Battle Creek, Michigan. Let's go to August of 1965 by request for Edmund Williams, Jackie Beavers on the Checker label. The song is called We're All Gonna Get Up and Dance This Now. Does everybody know how to do the slingshot for Edmund Williams?
Slingshot!
Okay, everybody, now you're tired out from doing the slingshot there. There you go. That's Jackie Beavers. Jackie Beavers from August 65 on the Checker record banner. It's called Slingshot. Now, Edmund mostly requests the flip sides of the 45s that he requests, and this is, we're going to flip the 45 over here. This is a song co-written by Jackie Beavers, again produced by Billy Davis and Gene Barge. Let's flip it over. Johnny G can do that. This is, I'm only an amateur disc jockey here, and we are donating our time, but let's do the flip side. This is a nice ballad, too, by the way, as we hear the B-side here by request for Edmund Williams, August 65, Jackie Beavers. It's the flip side of Slingshot on the Checker label. It's called I Want Somebody for Edmund Williams.
want somebody to come and take all of my love. Loving is something I know I have a plenty of. I may not be the best in this world, but I know somewhere I'm gonna find love. I want somebody take all of my love right now. I need somebody to talk to me when I'm feeling bad. I wanna love her, yes I do, to cheer me when I'm feeling sad. It may be on a mountain or down under the sea. Well, I know somewhere there's gotta be love for me. I want somebody to come on and take all of my love. Mama, yeah. Oh, you look all around you. What do you see? Everybody got someone. Everybody but me. I want somebody to come on and take all of my love. Don't you know I'm so lonely, lonely, baby. I need someone to come on and hold my hand. Tell me, darling, you need a lover, man. Oh, baby.
There you go. That's a B-side there by request for listener Edmund Williams. That's a great sound there. What do you listen? If I could find records like that in the wild for 50 cents, I'll take it. I found that in the wild here local. It had some nice mint promos there. They were all 50 cents a piece. You know I'll jump on that in a heartbeat. But there you go, by request for Edmund Williams. That's Jackie Beavers, August 1965 on the Checker record banner. That's I Want Somebody is the name of the tune. Prior to that, we heard the up-tempo slide, the dance, the slingshot. Johnny G here, slingshotting my 45s on my two Audio-Technica turntables. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing. This is the first show of the week. We are here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. I will be back Saturday night at 9 p.m. for the 1950s and early 60s edition. And if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Or you can enter it on YouTube, but in one entry, not 38 different entries. But let us continue. I'm not picking on George. I am not. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. For this gal, her real name, Rita Coleman. She was born in Detroit, but she would relocate to Brooklyn, New York. She signed with Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller's Redbird Records, had 3 releases on the Redbird label. And Adrian requested her second. And this tune, co-written, let me see here. What did I do here? Co-written by Mike Lewis. Wait, I think she wrote this. Did she write this? No, Mike Lewis and Earl. No, I'm sorry. I take it back. I don't know what I wrote here, Charlene. This is her second for the label. Here it is. Co-written by Mike Lewis, who was involved writing and producing and arranging all three of her singles on the Redbird label, and the other, a writer by the name of Stuart Weiner. And I think this is her most in-demand single. Somebody could correct me, but let's send this one out to Adrian in our YouTube chat room. June 65, Roddie Joy on Redbird. It's called He's So Easy to Love. This is for Adrian Viterbo.
Such a sweet and handsome guy, and in his eyes it's heaven that I see. Oh, he's everything that any girl could want, and I want him oh so bad. He's so easy to love. Oh, he's so easy to love. Tells me I should follow him, hoping someday he will notice me, and I'll be so very happy when this love of mine is all he'll ever see. Every girl I know says she loves him so, but I love him so much more. He's so easy to love. Oh, he's so easy to love. Oh, 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 oh. La, 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 him so, but I love him so much more. He's so easy to love. Oh, he's so easy to love. Oh, 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 oh. He's so easy to love. Did you hear me say that he's so easy to love? He's so easy to love. He's so easy to love. He's so easy to love.
There you go, by request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Roddie Joy. Roddie Joy, her second of three on the Redbird record label. It's styrene, folks, but it plays pretty nice. This is a nice copy. Thank you, Norm. This was out of Norm's collection. I didn't have this one, but it's from June of 1965 for Adrian. He's So Easy to Love is the name of the tune. Well, we can say that about the Vinyltreasure show. I know people can't get enough of this show because I'm telling you, when people go back and look at the old shows that I have here going back to 2015, I get copyright notifications. Thank goodness. Sometimes they shut the show down. But I've been getting lots of them every day, so there are some of you out there, and I don't know how old that the shows are old, like from 2018. And it was funny, I sometimes when I go to I go shopping for my parents on to ShopRite on Fridays. So I take my phone, I connect it to my car, and I'll kind of like randomly flip through all my shows on there, and I go to like a 2019 show. Boy, was I talking much faster there. I think Don Folletti said, Johnny, I like your current mile style better than your, talking. And I never was a fast talker, believe me, I wasn't. But I have kind of become more accustomed to the microphone as you do when you get used to doing this stuff. I don't know about the camera here, but definitely to the microphone. But anyway, let us continue here for a Wednesday evening. And we're going to fill a request now for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat as we head to Houston, Texas now for this next group. Initially, they were recorded as the Royal Masters on the Guidon label. That's a rare record that I do have. It's not in the greatest shape, but I have featured it on the Saturday Night Show. And that record came out in early 1963. Then in 1968, they signed with the Ovid record label. They became the Masters of Houston. Was that what they were, Charlene? The Masters of Houston? Okay, the Masters of Houston with their first release, which will get picked up by Capitol Records. And, yes, which would get picked up by Capitol Records, but they would change their name to the Masters of Soul. So that sounds better than the Masters of Houston. That's kind of like a quirky name. But I have this on the Capitol label. I bet you Reed has it on Ovid. I bet you he does. Let's go to July of 1968 by request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to the Masters of Soul on Capitol. Their first of two. It's called Please Wait for Me, parentheses, My Darling. This is for David Silberg.
Please wait for me. Please wait for me. Oh, my darling. While I'm away across the sea, and I'll be home soon. I'll be home soon. My beloved. So please wait for me. The odds on my returning, they say a million to one. But I'll be home real soon. Darling, please hold on. Please don't lose faith, my beloved. I'm sure that God will see us through. And before long, we'll be together. So please wait for me. So please wait for me. You better hold on. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I love you with all of my heart, yeah. Well, yeah,
There you go. That one there by request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Masters of Soul. The Masters of Soul out of, what did I say? They're out of Houston, Texas, July 1968 release on the Capitol record banner. Please Wait for Me, parentheses, My Darling, is the name of that tune. Their first of two for the Capitol record label. Let's fill a request now for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. This gal, originally from Wichita, Kansas, but she traveled to New York City, first recorded back in 1962, a couple of singles on the President record label, which was also out of New York City. It was owned by George Weiner. We heard that name. Didn't we hear George Weiner's name on the or maybe it was somebody else, Weiner. Maybe that's a common name. But she did 2 on the President label. Warren requested her second. Now, this is under the direction of Robert Banks from September of 1963. Let's give a listen to Millie Foster. Millie Foster's on the President label. This isn't in the greatest shape. I bought this many years ago from Al Bernard. He sold me this 45. Let's hear how it sounds. September 63 for Warren. Millie Foster with What a Thrill. There you go. That one there by request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's September 63 release for Millie Foster. Millie Foster on the President record label. What a Thrill is the name of the tune. And she's got one on the later one on the TCF Hall label, I think it's called, which is actually a pretty nice record. And she also sang with a group called the Shades of Joy in 1968 that recorded for the Fontana record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. It's our soul show right here on Oldies and More Radio. Also live on the YouTube video. So if you are tuned into the program, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Got to be signed into YouTube, though. Let us continue with the requests here. Let's fill a request now for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat as we go back to Texas, this time Dallas, Texas, for this next singer. First recording back in 1963 on the local Future label. Then in 1966, he signed with John Howard's John Howard Abnor Abnack label. Charlene, what is that? Abnor Seniors? Is that his last name? A senior? After Abnack, he would move over to the sister label Jetstar Records. Had 14 releases on the Jetstar record label, and this is his 10th that Leonard requested. A song he wrote from September 1969. His name is Bobby Patterson, and he used to say, Well, there's no Mustangs. I think his group is the Mustangs, but not on this one. Just says Bobby Patterson. This isn't in great shape. I bought this from Joel Scherzer many, many moons ago. It's on, I don't know, kind of like a orangish vinyl. I don't know. Weird colors on these promo copies on the Jetstar label. But it's going out to Leonard Mancini, September 69. Bobby Patterson. It's called What a Wonderful Night for Love. This is for Leonard Mancini. Yeah, they like that record there in our YouTube chat room. There you go, by request for a listener, Leonard Mancini. What? I lost my place. Here we go. That one there from September 1969. Actually sound a little earlier than that, but that is a cool tune. Bobby Patterson. Bobby Patterson on the Jetstar record label. That was his 10th release. 10 of 14 for Jetstar. What a Wonderful Night for Love. Now, he has other releases also on the Paula label, and also Proud and Granite. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request for a listener, James Brown, in our YouTube chat room. And this next singer, he is originally from Greenville, Mississippi, but he would relocate to Chicago in 1959. He was discovered by R&B singer Harold Burridge, first recording for the Four Brothers label in 1965 as Tyrone the Wonder Boy. Then in 1968, he signed with Descar Records, had 29 releases on the Descar label through 1976. But he also recorded on many different labels, ABC, Hitbound, Columbia, and others. His name, Tyrone Davis. And this was his first release on the Descar record label, actually the true release, which came out on Descar 1452. So I think some of the other partners came into this, and they ended up kind of taking over this label. I forget the partners there. But anyway, this is the B-side of his debut single from June of 1968. What did I say here? This was this did chart. Wait, did it chart? No. That should have been taken out. So let's give it a spin here for listener James Brown, June 68, Tyrone Davis on the Descartes record label. This is a B-side. It's called A Woman Needs to Be Loved. Tyrone Davis for James.
A woman was made to be loved. Yes, a woman needs love. Now, just because you bought her a brand new car and you got her living in a mansion like a movie star, but these are not the only things that a woman is thinking of. Because deep down in her soul, all she needs is a little of your love. She needs you, she needs you. That woman, she really needs you. And that's why I say, she gotta be loved. She gotta be loved. Oh, love. She gotta be loved. She gotta be loved, love, 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 love. There are some things that money just can't buy. It won't take away the feeling. It makes a woman wanna cry. Now you know that sometimes life, oh, it can get mighty rough. But when you try to make the one you love happy, boy, it can get awful tough. But if you would just say 3 little words, it would surely be enough. Cause she needs you, she needs you. That woman, she really loves you. And that is why I say, she gotta be loved in the morning. She gotta be loved in the evening, y'all. She gotta be loved in the midnight hour. She gotta be loved, love, love. She gotta be loved, love, 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 love. Oh yeah, and I know she gotta be loved. She got to be loved.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show from June 1968. That's Tyrone Davis, his first release on the Descartes record label, but that's the B-side. A Woman Needs to Be Loved is the name of the tune, as requested by listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That's on the Descartes record label. And James mentioned it in the chat. I told Charlene when she put this one down that I was going to play the flip side anyway, because I love this record. This is the intended A side, and this was his first hit. And this was a 45 that my aunt purchased back in the summer of 1968. This tune written by Barry Dispenza and Carl Woolfolk, produced by and arranged by Willie Henderson. This charted number 5 on the Billboard chart, number 4 on the R&B chart, and this was a big #1 record if you were tuned in to KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's go to June of 68. This is the intended A-side of A Woman Needs to Be Loved, Mr. Tyrone Davis. By request, we'll say for James Brown and Johnny G. It's called Can I Change My Mind?
She didn't bat an eye as I packed my bags to leave. I thought she would start to cry, I sit around my room and grieve. But you're the girl, she fooled me this time. She acted like I was the my mind. I just wanna change my mind. Baby, let me change my mind. As I took those steps toward that open door, knowing all the time, oh Lord, I just didn't want to go. But she didn't give me no sign, nothing that would make me change my mind. I would like to start all over again. Baby, can I change my mind? Please, 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 baby, I just wanna change my mind. Oh, I played my games many times before, but people's let me tell y'all, oh, I never reached the door. But ooh, the wind is high tonight. I keep looking back, but my baby's not in sight. I would like to start all over again. Baby, let me change my mind. I'm so sorry, baby. Baby, I love you. Baby, I need you. I got to have you.
Yeah, I have to agree that Jimmy B says this record has it all. Horns, guitar, bass, vocals, everything in that record. That is a great record, I have to say. I like it a lot. If you can tell, Johnny G strumming my guitar. And there you go, the great Tyrone Davis, his first release on the Descar record label from June 1968. Send it out to James Brown. Can I Change My Mind? We heard the B-side of that 45, song entitled A Woman Needs to Be Loved. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat as we head out to the West Coast for this group. Actually, this group dates back to the 1950s. Don Julian and the Larks, they recorded for Dootsy Williams' Dewtone record label, featured them quite often on the Saturday night program. They also recorded as the Larks. Now, Julian's career was resurrected in the fall of 1964 with the release of that tune called The Jerk. They were a trio at the time. Came out on the Money record label. And this one is on, I guess because of the success of The Jerk, they had a label called The Jerk Label. Probably his own label, I would have to guess, Julian's label. And this is his first on the label. The A-side of this was called Philly Jerk, but Gary requested the B-side. It's a song he wrote and produced. That is Don Julian. Let's go to March of 1965 by request for Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. Don Julian and the Larks on the Jerk label. It's called How Can You Be So Foul? This is for Gary McLinden.
You're a bad, bad girl. You're a bad, bad girl. Because you love to. How? Tell me how. How? Oh, how?
Yeah, everybody's saying in the chat room they're trying to sound like Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions. I think they trying to. And that one there from March 1965, that's going out to listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. That's Don Julian and the Larks on the Jerk record label. Can you do the Jerk? I can do the Jerk. Song entitled How Can You Be So Foul? And there are lots of foul people out there, so it's sometimes easy for people to be foul, but we're not foul here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for tuning into the program as we continue here. And I was saddened to hear about the passing of Lenny Welch, Mr. Lenny Welch. I saw the post last night. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. I went to look on my phone. I saw a post by Big Dave Swinger, and then there were a bunch of other posts and many emails, namely Jeff K sent me an email. Also, I think Edmund texted me and said, Johnny G, you're going to play some of Lenny's songs on the show. And I said I would, and I often do pay tribute to these major singers of our beloved music. And I have to be careful, though, because here on YouTube with the artificial intelligence, okay, they'll be keen looking out for his music, I will tell you, because they did that when I did that tribute, for example, Aretha Franklin. They shut my show down when I did that, but maybe because I played 3 in a row, so I have to be careful. That is a no-no, even for regular radio, to play 3 in a row, they say, but I don't know what the ruling is. So I'm going to stay away from the big hits. I think Avatar mentioned Since I Fell For You. I'd be afraid to play that record, even though that was his biggest record and a tune that many, many people know. But I figured I'd play some of his other tunes here that maybe not many people know that I think are pretty good. So we're going to pay a little bit of tribute here with at least this record. He was born in New York City on May 15th of 1938, but he was raised in Asbury Park, New Jersey. And as a solo artist, he first recorded for the Decca label, had 2 releases on the Decca label. I'll be featuring his debut single this coming Saturday. We're going to play that record that he recorded on Decca. Great 2-sided 45 too, by the way. But he would sign with Archie Blier's Cadence label in late 1959. He was just 18 years old at the time, had 9 releases on the label. This was his 5th release. This is a song he wrote. Let's go to April of 1962 as we pay tribute to the late Lenny Welch. Lenny Welch on Cadence Records. It's called It's Just Not That Easy. Lenny Welch.
They say forget about the girl that broke your heart. Forget about the girl that made you cry. 'Cause she's going steady with another guy. So go out in the world and find another girl. But it's just not that easy. No, it's just not that easy to forget about someone that you love. They say forget about her. She has a cheating heart, and she was no good for you from the start. So why sit around with the tears in your eyes when you know she's going steady with another guy? But it's just not that easy. No, it's just not that easy to forget about someone that you love. Oh, I've tried. Of course I had to try to forget my love for her. But it doesn't make sense torturing myself trying to fall in love with somebody else, because it's just not that easy. No, it's just not that easy to forget about someone that you love. So I'll go on through the years thinking
go. That's the late Lenny Welch there, April 1962, on the Cadence record label, his fifth release for the Cadence folks, a song entitled It's Not Just That Easy. And as we pay tribute to Lenny Welch, and he passed away on April 9, 2025 at the age of 86. And he will return. We'll play more records by Lenny Welch in a few here. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Bill Olb, who'll be celebrating a birthday on Friday. So early happy birthday to Bill Olb in New Jersey. And he requested this gal, truly a music icon for decades. Now, she was known as the Queen of Soul when she would sign, but she would sign with Columbia Records in 1960. Now, prior to that, she was singing gospel in her father, Reverend C.L. Franklin's church in Detroit, recording gospel tunes for JVB and the Checker record labels. I think I have one of those on, or maybe two on the Checker label she did, but she switched to secular music and had her first recording session with Columbia Records on August 1st of 1960. Now, Columbia wanted to mold her into like a versatile vocalist, kind of like a Dinah Washington or Sarah Vaughan, but she remained with Columbia until 1966 when she switched over to Atlantic Records, where she found worldwide success with so many great hits for her. Now, she would have 21 releases on the Columbia label. Now, Bill requested her fourth release, actually the B-side to her fourth release, which would be her biggest hit, a song called Rockabye Your Baby with a Dixie Melody. That was her biggest hit for the Columbia record label, but Bill requested the flip side, and I tend to agree. I like this side better. This one from September of 1961, by request for Bill Olb in New Jersey. Let's give a listen to Aretha Franklin on Columbia Records. It's called Operation Heartbreak for Bill.
Operation, Operation, ooh. Operation Heartbreak. You took your love from me, and for the rest of my life there will always be a wound that will never heal. Oh, with all I had to give, why must I sit and suffer?
liking that one there in the YouTube chat room by request for listener Bill Olben, New Jersey. Aretha Franklin, that's a B-side. Song entitled Operation Heartbreak from September 1961 on the Columbia record label. Boy, did she have some voice, as we remember her here on the Vinyltreasures show. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Emnon. This is a duet. Emnon requested this duet. They are Harvey Fuqua, excuse me, and Ann Bogan, recording as Harvey and Ann. Of course, you know who Harvey is. He was previously a member of the Moonglows, and this is on his Harvey label. Now, Ann, something in my throat, folks. I need a drink of water. Now, Ann, she was originally from Cleveland, Ohio, and previously she was the lead singer of a girl group called the Challengers 3. And she would later join the Marvelettes in 1967. But here she is singing as Harvey and Ann, and this song co-written by Harvey Fuqua. Let's go to May of 1963 by request for Emnon, Harvey and Ann on the Harvey label. It's called What Can You Do Now? Harvey and Ann.
I used to be rich. I had a whole lot of dough. And I expect in the future, to have a whole lot more.
Yeah, but I don't care what you used to have or what you're gonna get and how. All I wanna know is what can you do now?
Baby, do you mean right now?
Right now.
I used to be a lover. I had a girl in every town. Don't you know they used to call me Sugar Daddy every time I came around.
But I don't care what you used to be or what you used to do and how. All I wanna know right now, baby, is what can you do now?
What you say, baby? Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Oh, the past is just a memory, and tomorrow is just a chance. How in the world you gonna live today when you ain't got no
I used to
fun?
live in Hollywood. I used to be a movie star. Let me tell you, now listen. Dorothy D, Lena H, Eartha K, and all them chicks, I used to ride around in my car now.
But I don't care what you used to be or what you used to do and how. All I'm asking you right now, baby, is what can you do now?
Do you mean right now?
Right now.
You mean all you wanna know is what can I do? R-A-T right now.
Right now.
You mean all you wanna know is what can I do right now?
Yeah, duets here on the Vinyltreasure show. There you go, by request for listener Emnon there, May 1963 release. That's Harvey and Ann, Harvey Fuqua and Ann Bogan, and the song called What Can You Do Now? And he also requested the flip side of the 45, which is a nice ballad, so we're going to play it. Let me flip it over here for a second here real quick. There you go. So let's give a spin to the flip side here. It's a nice ballad co-written by Harvey from May 63. Harvey and Ann on Harvey. It's called, did I get this right? Yeah. Will I Do is the name of the tune for Emnon.
What you need is a lover, somebody by your side.
Yes, what you need is a sweetheart to keep you satisfied. be with you. Oh, somebody to tell your troubles to.
And I'd like to know. Baby, won't you tell me, will I do?
Oh, yeah, will I do? What you need is a lover. Somebody to hold your hand.
I need, and you need, and everybody needs someone to understand.
You know you need someone to love, to be with you. Yes, somebody to tell all your troubles to.
And I'd like to know. Baby, won't you tell me, will I do?
Yeah, will I do? Will I do?
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for listener Mnon. That's Harvey and Ann, Harvey Fuqua and Ann Bogan. May 63, that's the B-side called Will I Do. Prior to that, the A-side called What Can You Do Now? That on the Harvey record label. And what I say here, it says, not too long after this release, Berry Gordy Jr. would kind of absorb Harvey Fuqua's two labels, the Tri-Fi label and both this Harvey label, and into his Motown empire. Harvey was having financial difficulty at the time, and it was easy to transfer because Harvey was married to Gwen Gordy, and Gwen Gordy was Berry Gordy's sister. And I don't know what's in my I got a record in my throat. And it was easy to do the transfer. And in the meantime, the acts like the Spinners and Junior Walker and the All-Stars ended up on the Motown labels. That's how that went down. Now let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Jerry Jingaro. As we head to Detroit, Michigan. Now, we were in Detroit, so we're going to go back to Detroit, Michigan, for this group called the Elgens. Now, the group first recorded as the Downbeats for Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label. They included Johnny Virgil Dawson, Norman McLean, Cleotha Miller, and Thomas Salisbury. And on February 1962, they put out a great two-sided 45, came out on the Tamla label, called Your Baby's Back, backed with Request of a Fool. Then in 1965, they would add a female to the group. She actually replaced Thomas Salisbury. Her name was Sandra Mallet Edwards, and she also recorded a single earlier with the Vandellas as Sandra Mallet, and the song was called Camel Walk, which I have played here on the program, came out in July of 62. But here she is doing lead with the Elgens. This is their second of three for the Motown subsidiary VIP label. This charted number 65 on Cashbox, 50 on Billboard, number 9 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record if you were tuned into KGFJ in Los Angeles or KAFY in Bakersfield, California, from September 1966, by request for Jerry Jingaro. Here are the Elgens with their tune called Heaven Must Have Sent You.
I cried through many endless nights, just
liking that one there in the YouTube chat room. Those are the Elgens, Sandra Malayon lead, September 1966 release there on the VIP record label. Heaven Must Have Sent You is the name of the tune. I found this record, among others, at I was up at the Stormville Airport flea market. No, Ma, I have a water, Ma. Oh, okay. What you came up with? Did you use the chair? Oh, you see, folks, my mother was listening to somebody who told I have a water over here, so she brought me up a cough drop, which I do have cough drops up here. I don't know what it is, but anyway, so see, my mother took the stair lift up. She's not supposed to. She did too much today. Ma, you did too much. But anyway, what I wanted to say was, so I went to this, this was a humongous flea market. I would go the day before, and they have like new merchandise on one side, and on the other side, all these people taking out like antiques and boxes. So I'm walking, and this guy takes out like it was a, when you'd go into like the Woolworths or Caldors or something, and they had a display of the cutouts. Sometimes they use it for LPs, or they do it for 45s too. They were like, there'd be like either 4 or 10 for $1, something like that. So he takes out this giant. It's a giant box. It looked like it was supposed to be on a table. So he pulls this out, and I said, well, how much are the 45s? And he said, well, they're 10 cents a piece. So I said, but of course, there were multiple copies of records there. So, of course, Johnny G was a fool back then. This was a long time ago. So I only took one copy of the record that was there. And there were like 15 copies. I think it's called the Soul 4, which is a record that is pretty, I think it's called Misery or something like that, by the Soul 4. It had like this rainbow color thing on a black label with the nice paper sleeve and whatnot. But I took one. Of course, you learn from your mistakes, so I should have taken them all. I should have offered them like $50 for the whole thing, which I probably could have paid back then. This is a long time ago. But anyway, that's the story on this record. I should have taken them all, and I made a mistake. But let us continue here, and let's fill a request now for a Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room, a.k.a. William. And he selected this group from Washington, D.C. They signed with Cap Records to have 5 releases on the label. Now, Bill requested their second release. This group included Gregory Cook, Glenn Carl Leonard, Michael Ward, Harold Worthington, and lead singer on this, his name is Al Johnson. Now, this tune, written and produced by their manager, his name Guy Draper, and this is arranged by Leroy Hudson. This charted nationally. This was number 52 on Cashbox, 35 on Billboard, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned into WOOK out of Washington, D.C. By request for listener Bill Sheriff, November 66, the Unifix on Cap Records. It's called and this is a tale of woe. It's called The Beginning of My End, the Unifix. Didn't go right, folks. Hold on a second. Johnny G getting caught. Getting caught. Oh no, they're gonna block the show. Oh no! Come on, man. Hold on, folks. Well, listen, they're still listening. You people are still listening on Oldies and More radio. So anyway, that is a terrible thing. They blocked the show, which is horrible. Okay, so listen, that's terrible. I had a big crowd, too. And anyway, so here you go. There you go. They're called the Uniques. Oh, wait a minute here. I didn't. Let me read this. So maybe they'll get. They'll go if I talk about this. But there you go. That one they're going out to Bill Sheriff. That's the Unifix. It's Uniques. How about the Unifix, Johnny? November 1968. It's on the Cap record label. That is their, their second release on Cap. The Beginning of My End is the name of the tune. That's Al Johnson on lead. He would later join a group called Special Delivery. I apologize, folks, for the stream to shut down like that, but let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show, and I have a request now for page 3. A request for Chris Reed. Up next, this singer from Knoxville, Tennessee, first recording with the 1950s vocal group, the Five Pennies, that recorded for the Savoy record label. That was back in December of 1955, but he would go solo in 1963, recording for Ernie Young's Excello label. He would be coined as the King of Beach Music when he signed with Buzz Cason and Bobby Russell's Elf label in 1967. Now, Chris requested his first relief for the Elf label, and this tune written by Mac Gaden and Chuck Nisi. This charted number 99 on Cashbox. Was number 95 on Billboard, 45 on the R&B chart, and a big number 5 record on WBSR in Pensacola, Florida. Let's go to April of 1967 for Mr. Clifford Curry. Clifford Curry on the Elf label by request for Chris Reed. It's called She Shot a Hole in My Soul for Chris Reed.
Baby, 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 can't you hear me crying? Say, oh.
I apologize for those of you that aren't seeing me on the video. I'm going to reestablish that. So I don't know why they shut me down here, but you can go to Oldies and More Radio to tune into the program. I suggest you do that. Charlene, if you can type in, those of you that are listening to me on Oldies and More Radio, go into the YouTube chat and type in where they should go to listen to Johnny G. At least they can listen to the request. So I'll continue. I'm going to reboot on this to see what happens. But anyway, let us continue here, and let's fill a request. I have another request here for new listener. David. Wait a minute. Where is it here? David Dallison, and I can't find the page here. Here we go. This is actually a B-side that my aunt used to play, because my aunt had this 45 in her collection. You know, this great group from Harvey, Illinois, had so many great songs on Vivian Carter's VJ record label back in the 1950s. And then they gravitated to some great soul recordings, both for Argo and also the Cadet labels and other labels. But this is a B-side to their re-recorded hit, Oh What a Night. I'm talking about the Dells. This song originally released in 1956. They would re-release it the second time around in 1969 and was a big hit for the group, top 10 on actually the Billboard chart. But this is the B-side that David Dallison requested. And this is from their Always Together Cadet LP. It features the great Marvin Jr. on lead. Let's go to July of 1969. Give a listen to the Dells on Cadet. This is the B-side to their resung version of Oh What a Night. It's called Believe Me. This is for UK listener David Dallison.
Each day, gotta keep on doing those groovy things to keep things going that way. Gonna to my heart and pull up more and more love. Ain't one Lord, gonna keep it away from here.
There you go. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, folks. I'm going to have to run downstairs to get my mother's set on Oldies and More Radio, but she's not going to be able. There is a chat room there, too, by the way. If you go to Oldies and More Radio, you still can chat with Johnny G. Charlene is in there now, but there is a chat room. You just type your name in and it'll let you in. So, Charlene, you need to tell them that in the chat room for this. But anyway, so I don't know what's going on here. That's a shame that that's happening there. But there you go. That's Adele's there, July 1969 on the Cadet record label. That's the flip side of Oh What a Night. Song entitled Believe Me. And believe me, folks, this never happened. I'm wondering if it was the... like I said, the Lenny Welch record that I played is the reason why. But I've got full free reign on Oldies and More Radio, so you should go there. At least you can hear the show. I will continue here with this visual, though. But let us continue here. Let me put an LP on of some sort, because I got to go help my mother get set up. Hold on a second here. Let me see what I could play. Can I play something? Let me see here. Let me see what I got. Hold on, folks. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Can I play something here? Yeah, I can. Let's see. Yeah. Let's try this, folks. Let me put this LP on, okay? I just got to go set my mother up downstairs. It's going to be a second, okay? So, yeah, Chris Reed, you're in the chat room there. So, let me hold on a second. I'll be back. I'm going to put this Timmy Euro LP on here. You people know Timmy Euro, so we'll try that. And let's see. We'll just put it on. I'll be up as soon as possible here. So let's give a listen to this. Just you're going to hear some. This is her LP called, what do I do with it? It's called Timmy Euro. It just says Timmy Euro. That's the name of it. But I will be back in a flash. The stream is down.